Imagine a speck of land lost in the vast Atlantic where paradise meets perdition. A place where lush palms hide horrors of human suffering and the sea itself guards secrets of the damned. Welcome to Île du Diable, Devil's Island, the infamous jewel of French Guiana. On today's episode of Islo Mania, we're diving into this forbidden isle's geographical wonders, haunting history, vibrant cultural echoes, and wild biology. Stick around, because I've got a chilling secret that even the waves whisper about. Let's escape to the edge of the world. Or should I say, try to escape from it. Nestled off the northeastern coast of South America, Île du Diable is the smallest of the three Îles du Salut, the Salvation Islands, lying about 10 miles from the mainland of French Guiana. This rocky islet, measuring just 34 acres, sits at coordinates 5 degrees 17 minutes north, 52 degrees 35 minutes west, surrounded by treacherous currents, razor-sharp rocks, and shark-infested waters that made it a natural prison. French Guiana itself is an overseas department of France, blending European flair with Amazonian wilderness. But the islands are a world apart. Volcanic outcrops rising from the sea, cloaked in dense tropical vegetation. The climate here is quintessential equatorial, hot and humid, with temperatures averaging 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, punctuated by heavy rains from December to July. Mosquito swarms thrive in the misty air, turning the air into a buzzing haze. Today, the islands are part of the Guiana Space Center, Europe's spaceport, where rocket launches occasionally evacuate visitors. Île Royale, the largest, serves as the hub for tourists, with restored buildings and hiking trails, while Île du Diable remains off-limits, accessible only by boat views due to a collapsed cable car system that once linked it to the others. Geographically, it's a paradox, a postcard-perfect paradise with deadly undertones where the Atlantic's relentless waves carve cliffs and create hidden coves. No wonder it was chosen as an inescapable exile. The sea was the ultimate warden. The story of Île du Diable begins in 1852 under Emperor Napoleon III, who transformed the Salvation Islands into France's most notorious penal colony, known as the Ban de Cayenne. Originally a leper colony in the 18th century, it became a dumping ground for over 80,000 convicts, from petty thieves and murderers to political dissidents. The system was brutal. Prisoners endured a 15-day voyage from France in caged holds below deck, stripped of names and reduced to numbers. Upon arrival, they faced doublage, serving their sentence, then an equal time in forced residency in Guyana, where survival was slim. Île Royale housed the general population with some freedoms, but misbehavior landed you on Île Saint-Joseph for silent, solitary confinement in pitch-black cells, sometimes for years. Île du Diable itself was reserved for high-profile political prisoners, holding no more than 12 at a time in isolated huts. Conditions were hellish, disease rampant, with a 75% mortality rate from malaria, yellow fever, and starvation. Guards were corrupt, skimming family-sent money, and punishments included being chained to trees in the jungle to die from insects and elements. The island's infamy peaked with the Dreyfus Affair in 1895. Captain Alfred Dreyfus, a Jewish French officer wrongly accused of treason, was exiled here in solitary for 4 years, his case sparking global outrage and exposing anti-Semitism in France. Another legend is Henri Charrière, aka Papillon, whose 1969 memoir detailed daring escapes, though historians debate its accuracy, noting he fled from the mainland, not the island itself. By the 1930s, exposés like René Belbenoit's Dry Guillotine highlighted the horrors, leading to the colony's closure in 1953. The last prisoners were repatriated, but the ruins remain as silent witnesses. French Guiana's history as a penal outpost shaped its demographics, with descendants of survivors blending into the multicultural fabric. Culturally, Île du Diable looms large in French Guiana's identity, a reminder of colonial excess amid a vibrant Creole culture. French Guiana is a melting pot. French language dominates, but indigenous Arawak and Carib influences mix with African, Asian, and European elements from escaped slaves and immigrants. Carnival in Cayenne echoes the island's turbulent past, with masks and dances symbolizing liberation from chains. The island's legacy permeates global culture. It's immortalized in literature like Papillon's book, which sold millions and inspired films, the 1973 classic with Steve McQueen and the 2017 remake. Other works include Dashiell Hammett's novels, Megadeth's song Devil's Island, and episodes of shows like Frasier and Futurama. In French Guiana, oral stories passed down generations speak of libérés, freed convicts who built communities influencing local folklore and cuisine like boucané, smoked meats, adapted from prison rations. Today, it's a UNESCO hopeful site, drawing eco-tourists who ponder its dark heritage while sipping tash punch, the local rum punch. The cultural shift from prison to paradise reflects resilience, a place where suffering birthed stories of survival. Biologically, Île du Diable is a microcosm of Amazonian diversity. Thriving despite its grim past, the islands are blanketed in tropical rainforest, with towering palms, ferns, and vines creating a green canopy. Endemic flora includes orchids and bromeliads clinging to rocks, adapted to salty winds and poor soil. Fauna is equally rich. Agile capuchin monkeys swing through trees, while colorful birds like macaws and toucans fill the air with calls. On the ground, agoutis scurry, and at night, bats emerge. The surrounding Atlantic teems with life or death. Sharks, drawn by dumped bodies, patrolled waters, though the shark myth was exaggerated to deter escapes. Insects rule, mosquitoes carry diseases, and ants form massive colonies. Snakes like the venomous fer de lance lurk in underbrush, adding to the peril. A darker bionote, epidemics ravaged prisoners from syphilis outbreaks to malaria. Today, the ecosystem rebounds, protected as part of the Space Center's buffer zone, showcasing nature's reclaiming power over human ruins. Now for that promised secret, one that even hardened historians whisper about. Did you know that in the mid-19th century, French authorities shipped 15 prostitutes to the islands in a bizarre bid to civilize the convicts? Guarded by nuns, the women were meant to encourage marriages and family life. Instead, they traded favors for rum, sparking brawls and a devastating syphilis epidemic. No families formed, and the experiment was buried in shame, a twisted footnote in the island's hellish ledger. From its geographical isolation to its biological resilience, Île du Diable stands as a testament to human folly and nature's endurance. Once a synonym for suffering, it's now a whisper of history in French Guiana's wild heart. Thanks for joining Islo Mania. If this episode chilled your bones, Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more island adventures. What's your take on Devil's Island, Paradise Regained, or Forever Cursed? Drop in the comments below.